You guys, what a weekend of football. You know it was a good Sunday slate when I truly could not choose which games I wanted to highlight here, but let's hop right into week 5 overreactions. So we'll start across the pond here where Aaron Rodgers and the Jets took on the Minnesota Vikings in London. And for what feels like the 10,000th time, the Jets started as flat as possible. Now there were some good moments for New York throughout the game, including Rodgers' comeback bid, but ultimately the Vikings improved to 5-0 on the season. Minnesota still has questions to answer on offense though, given Sam Darnold was only 14 for 31 and failed to throw a touchdown pass. Now if they want to remain undefeated, they have no choice but to improve their offensive production. So this Ravens-Bengals game was one of the most entertaining games of the year thus far. This one literally had everything. Both quarterbacks played well, Jamar Chase was outstanding, and Derrick Henry was of course Derrick Henry when it mattered most in overtime. Breaking a 51-yarder off to set up Justin Tucker for a game-winning field goal, insane. I do have to give an honorable mention to Joe Burrow here though, who absolutely balled out, threw 5 touchdowns and almost 400 yards. But do you guys remember a couple of weeks ago when I had lost all faith in the Ravens? Yeah, well, that's gone out the window. Baltimore is back. Thanks to Fairburn's 59-yard walk-off field goal, H-Down has improved to 4-1 on the season and remains a contender in 2024. But I have so many questions for Sean McDermott, because they basically gave the game away to the Texans with terrible clock management, and on the Bills' final possession, they threw the ball 3 times instead of choosing to run and punted at their own end zone with 30 seconds left in the game, giving Houston enough time to throw 1 pass and kick the game-winning field goal. Now, thanks to that play calling, Buffalo got handed their 2nd straight loss, and their hopes for playoff success seem to be dwindling. So I'm not sure I'd want to be in that losing locker room after that one. Dak Prescott and company prevailed in the Cowboys' first ever Sunday night football matchup versus the Steelers. And despite playing without DeMarcus Lawrence and Micah Parsons due to injuries, Dallas's defense stepped up to hold off Justin Fields, who just came off a record-setting game last weekend versus the Colts. I still have a ton of concerns surrounding this team, but a win is a win, and that's all that matters in this league. And the Cowboys improved to 3-2 to keep their playoff hopes alive and hold ground in the first-place Commanders in the NFC East.